Thank you for being here on Super Bowl Sunday, right? I was wondering if we were going to get a crowd today. So, turn to your friend next to you and say, welcome friends, I'm glad you're here on Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome friends.
Good morning.
We're glad the Rev is with us on Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Later.
So we have a great service for you today. Ooh, I'm going to move around. I should watch that. We have a great service for you today. We have wonderful, wonderful Super Bowl singing today. The entertainment for Super Bowl Sunday are none other than the JaJa's, right? So they will take center stage here several times today to entertain us. So let's look and see. I'm Dr. Joanne Pina, P-I-N-A. He'll change it. Like, you know, pineapple, right? So pineapple in Spanish is pina. So that's what it means. My father's name was Joseph. So I was the only surviving child of 4 children, and so my mom named me Joanne, so that I've been named after him. So how about that? Is that cool? Okay. Oh, did I not tell you? Julia's gonna give me back over here.
I want to tie you out.
All right, very good. So I want to thank the person who brought our flowers. Where are the flowers? Can you see them over here? I think it is Kay, right? Where's Kay? Kay's back there. Raise your hand, Kay, so we can thank you. Now, you will be entertained from up front by the JaJa's and our opening song. Please give them a warm welcome.
Yes. You know this song. Please join us.
Good to see everyone. Center stage.
This is by Daniel Neyman. You know this song. My soul is welcome to you.
You guys can clap if you want.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here.
That was wonderful. What a great way to start our morning, right? Thank you. I want to welcome all our visitors. Should we have some visitors today? Anybody here new to Sun Lakes? Unity of Sun Lakes?
We have
Oh, welcome. Could you stand for a minute and let us welcome you? And anyone that's new to us virtually, welcome. We want to include you also in our welcome. So let's do our welcome to our wonderful person here. What is your name?
Abigail.
Abigail?
That's pretty.
That's beautiful. All right, can we give her a welcome?
Yeah.
We love you, we bless you, and we welcome you.
Thank you very much. All right. What a wonderful way to start. So we have an opening prayer by none other than our own Mark Wentz.
Thank you, Joe. Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Go 49ers. Just thought I'd throw that in. All right, it is Super Bowl Sunday, but we are here for other reasons, of course. And today I'd like to open up with three concepts of love, devotion, and surrender. So let's start with love as we take some deep breaths and connect to the source of all our power, of all our strength, of all our goodness, and that is God. And we realize that the only transformative element we have is love. Love heals, love fortifies, love grows us and evolves with us. It is love that we spread to others and that raises the vibration of not only our lives and our souls, but that of the entire planet. So I devote today my day to spreading love, sharing love, and I ask you to join me in that today. And then the concept of devotion. Devote yourself to that love. Devote yourself to God-like energy. Devote yourself to being the greatest person you can be, that you have the potential of being, that you want to be. Devote yourself to your soul growth. Devote yourself to other people around you who need your love and support. And finally, surrender. Because as we hold on to our little control mechanisms and we try to say, oh, I can fix that and I can change that, and sometimes we just have to realize that we just have to let it be. We just have to let go. And realize there are aspects of our life beyond our control, and once we let those aspects go and we just let it be, our lives move along on the path they should be moving along upon. So I ask you all today, in God's name, in the name of spirit and goodness and love and compassion and growth, to devote your day to loving those around you, to devoting your soul to its growth, and to surrendering to those things under which you have no control. And so it is.
You ready? Here's Julia. She's going to read she's going to do our daily word. And would you also mind doing the Sun Lakes prayer for us while you're up here?
Does anybody have a daily word on their phone?
Oh, we don't have one here.
Uh-oh. Okay, I know what it is.
I read it this morning. I'm going to wing it.
Taking lessons from Mark.
It is strength. And I read that because I know we need strength within ourselves to move through our problems that come up. And I've had quite a few this week, but I know my strength is God within. And we reach in there and we grab that. And we move forward to get through our issues, our problems, and also to help other people through their problems. So the strength of God is within us, and we share that with everybody. And we know that we can persevere through whatever problems we have with that God's strength within us. And I don't know what the reading was, but enjoy the afternoon. Go Kansas City.
You want to arm wrestle later?
I won't even ask y'all, raise your hand, who's for which team. We'll just, everyone is welcome here, right? Regardless of your affiliation. Very good. All right, please join me in our Unity Sunlight prayer. No? No prayer?
Oh, it's your turn to give
Oh. So Jeanne asked me to do a testimony. And it was about what I find in Unity of Some Lakes. Is that correct? Coming to new thought, right now. Yes. Okay. All right. So part of why I stay here and part of my learning has been about always thinking in the positive and praying in the positive, in the affirmative. It's happened, it's there, it's going to be there. And it really resonates for me because early in my life, I was trained as a hypnotherapist. I used to do hypnosis with some of our students when they had fear of math exams or fear of English papers, writing the papers. Then I started doing positive visualization with our athletes. It started with the soccer team, how many kicks on goal, or, before they make a goal. I had a young man come in, he said, I have to do 10 kicks before I get a goal. So we got him down where he only had to do 3 kicks and he had a goal. So, we had a wide receiver in football who once he got tackled early in the game, he was shy to catch the ball because he didn't want to get hurt. So I worked with him. So there are a lot of ways in which we can do this. Today in my work, I look at how I can make a difference in the people at work and how I can make a difference in the people in my life. And it's always from the positive realm. Even when I'm driving, it's always, one of my mantras is ease and grace, safe and sound. Now, ease and grace, safe and sound. That's what I say to myself. The one time I didn't do that, what do you think happened? I had a brand new car, just happened a couple weeks ago. I was on the 202, all those potholes, and some rocks came and hit my windshield and cracked it on the right side. Brand new. I don't even have my regular license plates. I still have the paper plates on there right now. So, so Friday when I was going to work, I reminded myself, because Jeanne had asked me, it was ease and grace, safe and sound. So here at Unity, I can live that every day, and I can go out and make a difference, because when I work with individuals who are having difficulties, some of our employees who are having difficulties, sometimes some of the managers are having difficulty with some employees, I always go from the positive perspective with them. And I think sometimes when I meditate before I meet with them, what comes to me are the words that I need to say to them to make sure that I leave them in a positive space. So I'll share with you next week, if Jeanne gives me an opportunity. I have a meeting on Monday with 4 young women, and they were having difficulty, and I interviewed them on the telephone, and then they said to me Friday, can we come meet with you? And I said, yes, you can. I'll be in the office on Monday. So then a 4th person contacted me, and I said, why don't you come and join the other ladies, young women that are coming in, and I'll meet with them on Monday. So hopefully I can put some of what I learned here at Unity to work even on Monday. So I'll let you know next week, okay? All right, thank you. Is there something else here? Okay. I'm going back. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have the meditation songs that are coming up with the JaJa's again.
In this very room, there's poison. quite enough hope for one like me, and there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, is in this very and in this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, is in this very and in this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For spirit, sweet spirit, is in this very
Yes. I have always believed that all of our purposes here in this human experience are to grow spiritually. And so Jeannie's work this month with our looking at our past and our present and our future is so wonderful to help us do that. And I know for a fact, it's my experience, that we have things in our past sometimes that we need to kind of work on if we want to grow up a little bit higher. So I'm going to ask you to join me in a guided meditation today, which may help us kind of reach some of those things and maybe make some shifts in it. So if you will, now just close your eyes and bring yourself so present into this room. And just take a deep breath and count 1, 2, 3, 4. And just let that breath out on a count of 4. And breathe in again. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now just imagine that you're in the mountains. And it is such a beautiful, beautiful day. And you are in a valley and just surrounded by all these mountains. The day is clear. It's an early fall day in the mountains. It's crisp and it's cool. And around you are these beautiful, beautiful pine trees. And as the breeze, which is gentle, blows that scent of pine, and you notice it. Oh, what a wonderful day. And you look around, and there's a creek. And as you look up into one of the mountains, the runoff from the winter snow is starting to come down the mountain. And you can see it as it comes down, and as it trickles, you can hear it. And so I want you to imagine that you're here in this place, and just be in that higher self of you, that God place, that place where everything is peace and love and strength. All of the aspects of God are here with you right now in this place as you experience this, and you can just absorb this beauty of God all around you and know how connected you are to it. So up a little ways, you see a path, and it starts to wander up the mountain. And so you begin to walk. And the walk is easy for everyone. It's just smooth and comfortable to walk up this path. And you do it comfortably and easily as you go, looking as you go on all the beauty that surrounds you. And as you move forward, you come to a place that's kind of a lookout area, and there's a bench there. So you sit down on it and just look down now. You can see things down there, and you're up higher, so they look smaller, but you can still see the creek, and you can hear the runoff of the water as it trickles down. And just begin now in that place of your higher self to look back at your past and ask yourself, is there something, maybe a habit that you have, or a belief system that no longer serves you? And take a look at this from your higher self. Is this something that is going to restrict your growth to this higher self? And if you can find something that does that, just be willing to make that change. And think about how you will feel as your higher self. How your life is going to be if you can make a change and look at that thing differently, or just decide to make a change of it and change your thought. And just take a minute to do that. And now it's time to continue your path up the mountain. And as you do, keep thinking of this path of your life and where you're going and what you need to do to change the thoughts that might hinder you from your process. And eventually, you get to the top of the mountain. And again, there's a bench there, and you sit down. And you look around you and you see how beautiful it is and how small everything looks down there as you're up here at the top. And now I want to ask you to think about maybe a feeling that you've held on to, something that is also holding you back. It might be anger. It might be a loss. It might be a fact that in a past part of your life, you have felt less than. And I ask you now if you can have one of those places to just bring it up and think about it. And maybe feel that anger or that hurt that you had or whatever it is this feeling brings to you. And then I'm going to ask you, what if you look at this feeling from your higher self? And what if now you can look at it with only love? And if you can just allow that love to bathe you and your feelings and all your feelings for that incident in your life, or perhaps person, just send that love. Take Take a deep breath, and now it's time to go back down the mountain. So as you do, just keep contemplating about what it's like to live as higher self. The peace, the calm, the love that comes from this place. And you're moving now, and you're down the mountain, and it's beginning to be time to wake up. So take another breath and open your eyes and just be in this room now.
Thank you so very much. That was incredible. This song was half written, inspired by Joel Baer, Unity of Mesa. It was half written when we went into the studio, and we got the opportunity to play with this absolutely incredible band. Jimmy Boyd on keys, John Chapman on bass guitar. He played an upright bass. Brian Palmerino, who you all know, but he played guitar, electric guitar in this band, and Jason Fay on drums. This band was just absolutely incredible. And there's a part in the middle. This was my stumbling point in writing the song. Like I felt this energy that I wanted to shift completely in the middle. And I said, can you do something kind of like Pink Floyd right here? I don't know if you guys know Pink Floyd or not, but then all of a sudden, you'll hear it, okay? So this is one of my forms of getting present in the moment is writing, because there's nothing else in the world. And in that moment, in that studio, there was a group of us that were present in that moment, and this is what was created. So please join me in just immersing yourself in the moment and enjoy the band.
Doesn't matter what I've done, no thing can change the past. Someday doesn't matter much, cause someday doesn't last. This very precious moment is all that matters anymore. I am living love and peace on wings of faith I soar. Right here, right now, I'm doing my best, no matter how. Oh, right here, right now, I give it my all, and that's great for now. Sometimes I forget and talk myself into dismay, or live into my fears instead of living for today. This very precious moment is all that matters anymore. I am living love and peace on wings of faith I soar. Right here, right now, I'm doing my best, no matter how. Oh, right here, right now, I give it my all, and that's great for now. Here's where the magic happens right here. When I slip, I find my stillness. I ask myself, am I present here now? Suddenly it all comes clear. grateful right here, right now. I'm doing my best, no matter how low. Right here, right now, I give it my all. That's my joyous love. I sing it out loud, and that's great for now.
That was the JaJa's.
Could that be a new affirmation right here, right now?
Yes.
I wrote it down.
Okay, present moment awareness. We're spending our time celebrating and commemorating our personal, individual, spiritual growth and expansion by looking at where we've been, where we are, and where we are going. And we're specifically calling it our spiritual journey, the bridge across time. Last Sunday was inspired by Sufi poet Hafiz in his beautiful statement, I wish I could show you when you are lonely or in darkness, the astonishing light of your own being. So today we're going to build on that by realizing that to fully shine our astonishing lights, to fully experience the manifestation of our highest visions and our deepest dreams, we must live in the only place we can, and that is in the present. So that may sound a little contradictory to what I just said, because I just said that this month we're looking at where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. And now I said, though, you must live in the present. Well, which is it? It's both. Well, how can it be both? I'm so glad you asked. When we look at where we've been and acknowledge it, accept it, shine the astonishing light of our own being on those places that seemed maybe dark, through forgiveness and release, and even honoring it, when we set our sights, our intentions, our vibration, our energy on our expansion, and expanded experiences in the future, when we do those things, and then when we come into the present moment, awareness, and choose to live full out right here, right now, we amp up our ability to have our dreams, our hopes, our desires for our lives brought into manifestation. We magnify our power to create a joy-filled life, currently, as well as in the future. That's a lot of words. I get the note from the universe via email. I don't know how many of you are subscribers. This one was up recently. Did you know that the single most effective piece of advice ever given to anyone who wanted a life partner is the exact same single most effective piece of advice ever given to anyone who wished to discover their purpose, foster peace on earth, improve their health? Well, what is that advice? Be happy now. He says, be happy now. Whoop, whoop, the universe. Since ancient times, spiritual masters of all traditions have pointed to the now as a key to fulfillment and happiness. In the Christian Gospels, it says such things such as, nobody who puts his hands to the plow and looks back is fit for the kingdom of God. Pretty explicitly, I'd say, telling us not to live in the past. Or the passage in Matthew chapter 6, verse 25. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about tomorrow. Not to worry about tomorrow could most definitely be interpreted to mean live in the present now. Coming before Christianity, the whole essence of Zen Buddhism consists in walking deeply in the now. To be so completely present that no problem, no suffering, nothing that is not who we are in our essence can live. Now is also central in Sufi teaching. Rumi, who was a Sufi, said, "Past and future veil God from our sight. Burn up both of them with fire."
Oh my God, wow.
And Meister Eckhart, the 13th century spiritual teacher, summed it up when he said, "Time is what keeps the light from reaching us. There is no greater obstacle to God than time." It's expansive, right? I saw on Friday on Facebook a post from David Alt. I don't know how many of you know David Alt. He's a spiritual teacher. And a man, he said this about a man named Jai Ram Lenti, his partner. He said, "I continue to find even deeper layers of gratitude for being with someone who continues investing their whole heart in being loving awareness." That blew my mind. That's who I want to be. That's my goal. To invest my whole heart in being loving awareness. And that speaks to the present moment. Charles Fillmore wrote in Blueprints for Successful Living, live in the present. The present contains all possibility. If you have even partial understanding of the power of thought, you will not talk about the past. You are spirit. You never had a past. You are the I am. And both the past and the future are concentrated in your now. You were never born. You will never die. You had no beginning. You have no ending. These statements are absolutely true of the spirit whose image and likeness you are. Then why not walk by spirit? If you talk about the past, you are gluing yourself to those conditions. And you will be bound to them until you deny them away. I love the words from Dr. Ernest Holmes. He wrote this in the Science of Mind textbook. We should erase the thoughts of yesterday that would rob us of today's happiness. And then he suggests that we say out loud, there is nothing arising out of the past that can disturb me. I lose all things that in the past have caused anxiety. The spirit knows no past, and is not affected by the belief in any. The past is swallowed up in the victory of a perfect present, which is filled with love and protection. I love those statements so much that I want you guys to repeat after me, okay? Will you play with me?
Yes.
Okay. There is nothing arising out of the past.
There is nothing arising out of the past
That can disturb me.
that can disturb me.
I lose all things
I lose all things
that in the past
that in the past
have caused anxiety.
have caused anxiety.
The spirit knows no past
The Spirit knows no past
and is not affected
and is not affected
by the belief in any.
by the belief in it.
The past is swallowed up
The past is swallowed up
in the victory of a perfect presence,
in the victory of a perfect presence,
which is filled with love
which is filled with love
and protection.
and protection.
Then he goes on to write, equally, we must not have fear of the future. And he suggests that we say, I see that the future is bright with promise. It beckons me forward into a more complete realization of my own worth and my rightful place in the universe. All my tomorrows are happy and filled with harmonious occupations. All my tomorrows are happy and filled with harmonious occupations. I look to the future with great and pleasurable anticipation, knowing it expands my opportunity for radiant self-expression. Lao Tzu wrote, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. We have a new thought paradox that can sometimes hang people up, and I alluded to it before. It is the concepts of creating a life of our dreams while living happily in the moment. I love that concept of having a high involvement in our dream work, but a low attachment to it. Meaning we're excited and we're passionate about our growth and our expansion and our dreams. And we do what we are guided to do in our mental and physical worlds. That's high involvement. And then when we release the future entirely and live full out in the present, right here, right now, that's called low attachment. And we know low attachment means no suffering. Holmes has one more statement that I thought was important for today. He said, I love my past and my future, and understand that they are but continuations of one unbroken chain of life. There is no future to be afraid of, and no past to bring discord into the present. So if we release the grip of the past and the fear or anticipation of the future, what are we free to do in this moment? Well, let me change the question a little bit. If you release the grip of the past, whether the past be 10 minutes or 10 years, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and release the fear over what tomorrow will bring, or release the idea that tomorrow will be better, what kind of power is there for you right now? Peace, happiness. What kind of power? All is in the present moment. The present is my point of power. Because God is in the present moment. So say this affirmation with me. I'll say it first and you repeat it. The present is my point of power.
The present is my point of power.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Charles Fillmore wrote about Jesus at the grave of Lazarus. He prayed, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me. I knew that thou hearest me always. That's a present moment statement. That was in John chapter 1, verse 41 and 42. He spoke these words before there was any outer sign of fulfillment of his word of life. He knew that in spirit the work was already done. It was as real to him as though it were already manifest in the outer, and it came to pass. Your realization of truth will grow clearer and stronger in you as you learn to live more and more in the present. As you and I live more and more in the present. There are some lines from Zorba the Greek by Nikos Kazantzakis. Yeah, Kazantzakis. I thought these statements were appropriate this morning. They go like this. I say, what are you doing at this moment, Zorba? I am sleeping. Well, then, sleep well. I say, what are you doing this moment, Zorba? I am working. Well, work well then. What are you doing this moment, Zorba? I am kissing a woman. Well, kiss her well, Zorba, and forget about the rest while you are doing it. There is nothing else on earth, only you and her. We all have the opportunity to, in essence, kiss our life today, in one moment after another. There is nothing else but this moment. So experience it to the fullest and live well. Eric Butterworth once said, the only demonstration there is, ever was or ever will be, is in and of divine law. And the only time it knows is now. So do not pray to heal tomorrow. Pray for the consciousness of wholeness now and live it to the very best of your ability from a place of wholeness, because that is the truth of who you are. Do not pray that tomorrow or the next day you will find a job. Affirm that you are in the right place, right here, right now, and then act as if you are. Do not pray to become what you want to be. Know that you are it now. A perfect expression of the divine. And then you behave like you are. Do not pray for greater abundance. Feel yourself outrageously blessed and abundant right now. And be so grateful for it. Recall the words Jesus wrote, you say it is 6 months until the harvest, but I say unto you, lift up your eyes, for the fields are now white unto harvest. The power of present moment awareness is experiencing the presence of God. I know I want you all to know that I need these reminders as much as anyone else does. When I start my daily meditation in the morning practice, I started it back in October of last year. I would be lucky to touch the presence of God or the present moment in, say, 10 minutes. I might touch that presence 35 seconds. That's optimistic. And as I keep practicing and practicing, I have my ups and downs. There are days when I went, wow, I just sat there for 20 minutes and all I thought about was my past. But I come back tomorrow and I do it again. And some days are glorious. But it's practice. But those 30 seconds that I might get are wonderful peace and presence. And when I really need it, I know what it feels like and I know how to get there. Present moment awareness. It is in the present moment that the great I Am lives and moves and has your being. And I want to leave you with a short poem by the prolific author Anonymous. I've shared it before, but it seems appropriate to share it again today. It is called I Am. I was regretting the past, fearing the future. Then suddenly, my Lord was speaking. My name is I Am. God paused. I waited. God continued. When you live in the past with its mistakes and regrets, it is hard. I am not there. My name is not I was. When you live in the future with its problems and fears, it is hard. I am not there. My name is not I will be. But when you live in this moment, it is not hard. I am here because my name is I Am. God bless you all.
Thank you. Would you all join me with the repeating, well, together, the affirmation for today, based on our message. I know who I am, and I value myself, because I am made in the image and likeness of God, because the source of all life called me to be exactly the way I am, and because I am my life in expression. Ooh, that's really nice. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have the opportunity now to support Unity of Sun Lakes. And it is our tithing time, so if you would please, we have a song, I believe, that's going to be sung while we're tithing. And we'll also offer the blessing. Thank you. I have some coaches back there. I'm looking at everybody. I'm going to join up here. All right. So please, with me, let's say this. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. I am so blessed. Thank you, God.
Please join us in singing. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am.
grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I give. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I'm always so moved by that song. It takes me a minute to recover, so please join me in saying this together. We give thanks for these many blessings of today, and know they are but a symbol of the inexhaustible substance of the universe. I give thanks that 10 times this much or more is now on its way to me, and quickly manifests in your perfect ways. All right. Whew. I get so moved when y'all sing that. That's just wonderful. Thank you, because we are blessed. We're blessed that we're here. We're blessed with abundance, and we're blessed with our health that we're able to be here today, right? Okay, let's see. We have some announcements, and I think let me go through them, and then we have some from the audience too. Okay, so our prayer partner today is Reverend Sheila Taylor. Oh, there she is. I'm looking all over. Where is she? Okay, and the prayer team meeting every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And the point of contact is Reverend Julia. Reiki Share Group is every Tuesday in the morning at 9:30. And our point of contact is Betty Gardner. How do you say the last name? Chisolino? Chisolino?
Salino.
Okay. Chisolino. Chisolino. Thank you. Okay, and the metaphysical group every other Wednesday, and the point of contact is Reverend Sheila.
Second and fourth Wednesdays of the month.
Okay, second and fourth. Okay,
Yes.
very good. Second and fourth. So I plan when I retire that I'll join you on those second and fourth Wednesdays, right?
We'll look forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking at, this is getting a little old driving down to Tempe. So, okay, very good. And I think we have an announcement from Kate here. Let me give you the microphone, so.
As you know, we tithe every month. The board of directors makes decisions on that. And we take input from all of you. And I wanted to share with you that our January tithes, we tithe to the Assistance League of East Valley. And they sent me a form letter that was, nice. Thank you for your gift on January 22nd of $535 and all the tax stuff. But then I got another letter, which I thought was really wonderful. It said, Kate, thank you so much for the tithe donation from your church. We've used that money to buy more snacks for the homeless teen students and to help pay for the clothing that was requested. We've been able now to add the junior high schools in Chandler and Gilbert to those we serve. So I just wanted to share that with you.
That's wonderful. We decided we'd make time to have the acknowledgement, because sometimes we don't know where our tithes go. Always go. Thank you. Oh, we have another one. Okay.
We got a thank you letter from Matthews Crossing. It says, with sincere gratitude and warmest thanks, Unity Church gave us a total of $1,748 in 2023, 265 pounds of food, and that was as of November 10th. So thank you, Unity Church of Sun Lakes. And that was from Matthews Crossing Food Bank. So really grateful for making a difference locally here. Thank you.
And it was handwritten too, so I was reading it. So they took the time to hand out that thank you note. It's always important, right? Because sometimes we get thank you notes and it's just a signature, but I think when they add a little something special, it makes it special for us. Okay, any other announcements?
They're up there. Feed My Starving Children. I signed up for a... You guys have trouble hearing me, right? I signed up for a spot on Friday, April 19th for us. It's under Unity Church of Sun Lakes. It's a group outing, and we have 20 spots available. There's only one person signed up, yours truly. So you go on that date, look for that time, 2:30 to 4 p.m., and sign up under FMSC, which stands for feedmystarvingchildren.org. So anytime, we'd like to get 20 of you. You do have to stand for an hour and 15 minutes and work, so if that's a problem, please don't sign up. I'm going to go ahead and say there is a board meeting today after service, and we've had some people in the congregation who have expressed interest in taking on the open position. So I think what we're going to suggest is come to either today or next time and check it out. Come to the board meeting, see what it's like, and if it's something that you think you'd be interested in serving in that capacity, then we can take it to the congregation. But today's meeting is at Maria and Kate's house, Maria Blanding's house, and if you need that address, you can talk to Maria, and then I'll let you take it from there, my friend. All right.
Sorry, I have another. The Andre House Call to Action. I got an email. Many of you may know I used to work for CAS. It's not Andre House. Whoops. It's CAS, and that's Central Arizona Shelter Services. And I got an email last month with an Amazon list, wish list that they want. So if anyone is interested, I can forward the email to you. What it is you click on their wish list, it takes you right to their Amazon page. And they ask for sleeping bags, socks, any beds, blow-up beds, anything like that. And I just love that. I worked there. I know they use it. I know there's a huge need. So if anyone wants to participate in that call to action, okay, I'll send you the email on it, and then you can just take it from there. And also, next week, we have a guest speaker, and her name is Dr. Michelle Whittington, and she is my personal mentor. I have been working with Michelle for, 8 to 10 years. She's done the Art of Feminine Presence work with me and taught me how to do that. She counsels me on ministerial. She was a minister for 25 years, a new thought minister. So please don't miss next week. It is going to be a huge gift to meet her and experience her work. So thank you.
Thank you. A question? Yes?
I guess it was announced that the breakfast was changed,
Yeah, breakfast is next.
and I missed the announcement.
Okay, so the breakfast has changed. Does anybody know?
Next week is our annual meeting.
Okay.
Next week is third Sunday is the friendship, and then the last Sunday is the annual meeting.
Oh, okay.
No, but what about going out to breakfast?
Yeah,
Next week.
Next
We'll
week.
go over to Cottonwood. The sign-up sheet is
There's
on
a
the
sign-up
table.
sheet back here on the table.
Okay, you haven't missed it, in other words, right? You still have a shot next week of joining us.
No, we're going to Cottonwood. We did that last month, and it was very nice. They have tables for 8. You can also move tables up if you have more people, if you can find them. So it was wonderful. There were 6 or 7 of us. Diane Perez was there, and Barb and Rich, and yeah, it was very nice.
And that's because they've closed the dining room here.
Correct. Yeah, the restaurant is closed for now.
Okay, good, very good. Anything else?
Thank you to everybody.
All right, so let's give some thank yous, and then we'll have the JaJa's end our service for us today. Okay, we have a thank you to the JaJa's, and to Barb and the Reb. Right, I'll call her the Reb. To Mark and Julia. Maria, Kay, Derek, our sound engineer, as always, is ready to work with us and help us out. Thank you, Derek. Anyone else? Oh, thank you to, yes.
I have a question. Who
Yeah,
does
question.
these fantastic slides?
Lori MacLaughlin.
Lori Madlock.
Well,
So
then
we send her
should
the
be
information,
thanking her.
and she does the slides.
We do, we pay her. We pay her.
Every once in a while she comes here, right?
Lord
Every once in a
voted to
while.
pay her to do that.
Once in a great while she'll come
We
here.
pay Lori to do it, she's a contractor.
She does it really. All right, so,
Thank you, Dr.
oh
Joe.
yeah, I enjoy always being here with you all. Okay, let's hear the yayas.
All right.
Please join us in singing I Am That I Am, and then we'll close with the prayer for protection. We're going to get a double dose of the prayer for protection today. And you can stand and dance if you want. I am the peace of God. I am the peace of God. I am the love of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. I am the presence of God. I am a spark of God, like a dove of the ocean. He is the ocean. I am that I am. I am the strength of God. I am the strength of God. I am the courage of God. I am the courage of God. I am the faith of God. I am the faith of God. I am the zeal of God. I am the zeal of God. I am a spark of God, like a cup of the ocean. It is the ocean. I am that I am. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God leads me, and wherever I am, God is. Let's now sing the prayer for protection together. Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, because you are and I am the I